sun comes up before the world gets loud. Most got a diet pop, her thoughts unbound. From Sharnado facts to conspiracy flair, aliens, ghosts, and bad 80s hair. It's musings with Mo, you never quite know where the words will wander or how deep they'll go. Unfiltered, unscripted, wild in the brain. It's chaos and comfort, nothing quite the same. It's musings with Mo, she's on a roll, serving big thoughts with a side of soul. One part snark, two parts strange delights, streaming live from the edge of night. It's musings with Mo. It's musings with Mo.
Howdy, you guys. Good morning. It is raining outside like we angered, the Lord. I don't know. That being said, I'm not a doctorologist or anything, but I have had an epiphany or an extremity. I mean, I know the things I think about when it is nearly 3 a.m. in the morning, but I actually do think about things, and this time I came to a semi-logical conclusion. As y'all know, not that I advertise it too much, but the high pain days have been, a pain in the tuchus this year, and I woke up this morning. Now, middle daughter works at a nursery, and she is wonderful with kiddos. She is so sweet and, dedicated to her job. But since she started working at the nursery, she has brought home, and bless her heart, been sick with every creeping crud known to man. She also has incredibly huge tonsils, which is a weird and odd fact about me, but I have incredibly gigantic tonsils as well, which means that if I get sore throats, I lose my voice a lot. I'm more susceptible to ear infections, but ENTs are not as keen to cut tonsils out anymore, which honestly, whatever, I'm not a doctorologist. Anywho, so back to my theory as we were wandering through my mental, go-arounds. I realized I have been a lot more sick this year, and possibly, again, I'm working on my, at-home correspondence doctorologist degree. But maybe, the other years I didn't get as sick, so my body didn't flare up as much. So, now that my left eye and left sinus is all blocked up, after, middle daughter came home with her eyes just nearly swollen shut, or at least her left eye, I'm thinking this is it. So, I have a couple choices here. Well, I'm going to start taking more vitamins and all that jazz. But I can either clean my house really well, which isn't going to happen, or start going out more, which will probably mean that I am sick more in the short term, but get a better, immune system in the long term, because I will be really direct with you guys. This year has been both a year of incredible dualities of my world expanding, of my channel growing, and all of this, my kind of online life just expanding beyond anything I could have imagined. And then my home, or my, real life kind of, getting to the point where going to Sam's Club or something like that is kind of a big occurrence for me. And, everyone has their things, but I think I have really not done myself any favors staying inside with my inside cat predilections, and, then weakening my immune system. So I am going to try to go out and do something every other day. I was about to say every day, but I know I wouldn't do that. I absolutely know that would be too much for me right now. And the thing is, when I'm out, I love being out, so I don't know what my big issue is. Like I've always said, a team of the top therapists would have a flippin' flapjack field day with me. They'd probably go all the way up to DSM 27, just the Mo chapters. That being said, it is what it is. Hopefully, I still have internet by the time Mornings with Mo comes on because, well, it does sound like we are heading towards the wind apocalypse outside of my bedroom windows. And I just realized I forgot to feed the furry overlords, and they are probably waking up Mr. Mo right now. I get up at 4:20 and it is 5:20, and I am surprised that Dingus hasn't been bodily launching himself against my door, which means they have probably gone up and annoyed the schnell out of Mr. Mo until he fed them. So I'm going to have to apologize to him because that is one of the chores that I generally just do in the morning. And taking one thing because he really has been a trooper, kind of taking over a lot of things because I've been so poorly, to use a Briticism or a UKism. Y'all, I have found the cutest thing. Now, Mr. Mo, poor Mr. Mo, yesterday we had the vanity saga. Dear goodness gracious, and this is a first world. This is not a trauma thing. This is my current dramatic stress, and it's more poor Mr. Mo. So we had ordered on Prime Day. We had saved up, throughout the year, and in order to do my room, and we had ordered this vanity with a lighted mirror so I could, hone my makeupology as and maybe even do some tutorial. Please, dear Lord, the one thing I will never do is makeup tutorials. I feel like, oh gosh, you remember that movie or that show with Eric Stoltz and his best girlfriend is like a tomboy, but he's in love with the redhead who was Michael J. Fox's mom. If I played this game with my mother, she would know the names of all those actresses and actors, like the year it came out and the box office gross. My mom, that is her superpower. I firmly believe everyone has a Marvel superpower, and that is my mother's. Because I have literally watched this conversation happen at my mom's house. My stepdad will say, "Do you remember that guy on that thing?" And my mom will be like, "That was Joan Cusack and John Cusack and 16 Candles, John Hughes movie." And I'm like, "Do what now?" Because I'm like, "Hey, remember that guy with the nose and the face?" And she's like, "Yeah, that was a pagoda in something or other." So back to my original story. So we had order so I'm basically like the tomboy character in that show, whatever the name is. So we ordered this vanity, and every time we got the original mirror in, and it wouldn't turn on. Like the entire reason we had gotten this vanity was so I could have light when I was, painting and spackling my face. So that didn't work. So then we get another mirror. That doesn't work. Finally, by the third mirror and, all the different power things, Mr. Mo is done and they are done with dealing with us. And graciously, they did send us a full refund. So we went to another place, found a different vanity. Fortunately, we got our money back with the first one, and middle daughter is ecstatic that she gets to get because it was really nice vanity. I liked it, was very solid. I was really excited about it because, as soon as I clear out the bathroom of all of my girl secret bottle magic chaos, Mr. Mo can work on putting in a tub so I can have soak, which really helps with, just feeling cold and pain days as winter comes in. So I am uniquely selfishly motivated to get the vanity up and going. Well, so it is more expensive, so we did have to pull more for savings, which, okay, so we ordered this new vanity. And Mr. Mo has been tracking the delivery because, porch pirates are a thing. Even though we're in rural Indiana, porch pirates are still a thing. So we are out because I'm taking Mr. Mo out to lunch because he was dealing with the gross tasticness of our children's rooms. So, and just, I appreciate you, and he so wanted to go out, but I felt so bad for him because, like, I know I have shrunk to Howard Hughes levels of peopling. So, and I know he is an extrovert and it feeds his soul to go out. So I do feel like I'm kind of failing as a wife. So, we went out, we went to Hobby Lobby, and the whole time I can just tell that he is anxious as all get out. Because normally, we'll talk and, I'll kind of get him. Although he did do the cardinal sin in Hobby Lobby. Now, husbands, for your safety, and, unless you would like to rely on the grace and Jesus, inherent in your lady friends and women, I was going because I had run out of some threads for my current project. And he was like, have you looked in all of the other threads to make sure you don't have these colors before you buy them? And I was like, sir, for sure I have looked at all of my, combined stuff. That's why I was clearing up and organizing the craft crates earlier. But also, it is 69 cents. I have my own fun money, and I would kindly tell you to back off. I will buy all the thread I want. That is what my face said to him. But usually he doesn't get all that nitpicky or anything, so I could kind of tell that, he was getting anxious. And turns out he was watching this delivery, and I had kind of told him, hey, I am really not feeling great. So I am going to lay down. That's why we didn't have Wednesday night. But I did want, my top priority yesterday was to make Mr. Mo feel special and have him take me to the mega huge giant wine store in Greenwood, Indiana, because they have booze, but it's like a huge boozy thing. Oh my gosh. It is like the Taj Mahal of boozology. Now, as much as I joke, and Mr. Mo and I joke about this all the time, as much as I joke about drinking and all that, I am really not a drinker. Not, I mean, I have, because my superpower, my mutant superpower is to be able to find booze on clearance. When I was going out a lot more, Meyer would always have like clearance wines, like sometimes for like $1.50. So I'd buy a couple. I don't know if I'm waiting for the rapture or if I'm just stocking up if they try to shut down the schools again at any point, because that was in no way my jam. Let's just say I am fully stocked for all summer breaks, all spring breaks, and everything should I need booze. That being said, you know, we get back home. I try, one of my new fun sodas, and he is just pacing around. And I'm then, working on my new craft project because I finally have the threads to, get this row done. Now, again, here's the funny thing about me. I am a mixture of so chaotic I can't tell a single story straight through without 927 asides, but also I am so type A that I have to do my cross stitch row by row, because I have a scrolling frame, and I want to be able to, have that completed. So again, therapist field day, all the fun. So I am here listening to now. Some women love Hallmark movies, and some women love documentaries about WW2. So I am listening to all the most evil people of Mr. Hankety Clankety's party. So Mr. Mo is barges into the room, and he's like, I'm trying, did you hear anyone deliver something? And I said, well, no, I don't think so, but, and he's trying to call UPS and he's like, would you turn that off? Now, UPS had marked the item as delivered and it was not on our front door. We do have, now, if they could have just marked that they had put it near the garages, Mr. Moe wouldn't have, lost his daggone mind. But they also made his life much harder because we have kind of a our house is set up such that our garage is connected to the basement. So he and my room is on, well, the first level. So Mr. Moe had to haul three giant heavy boxes up the stairs. Now we do have a dolly, but I felt so bad for him. So who knows at this point? So my middle daughter just needs to clean her room so we can put the vanity up there, and then he can put together my vanity, and then I have to start going through all of my war paint. That being said, this was a longer musing, but that's how long it takes me to, cover a story. And, in a personal sherry kind of thing, this I am actually used to kind of work on telling my stories better and in a hilarious way to maybe one day try some comedy, either open mic nights or something like that, which is a big, scary, out of my comfort zone thing. So there you go. I'm letting you in on stuff. I am honing my skills at funny, hilarious, relatable, and slightly dark, humorology. Not a doctorologist. I might be a humorologist, though. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I'm going to so nerd out on this story. I I don't understand what any of the math means. I'm not a mathologist, but this is so cool to me that we've, proved something that was simply theoretical before this. Not that I understand half of what Hawking's or Einstein were talking about, and I'm not sure how I feel about either of them morally, but there you go. It's kind of cool that big brain people can see all of this in, well, math, like Neo from the Matrix. I'm going to keep talking if I don't let y'all go, so see ya in a little bit with Mornings with Mo, and then I will be back on with Megan if she's having a stream for the Tim's case. And then I will be probably off for the rest of the day, so Mr. Mo doesn't have to be quiet and can work on the vanity. So thank you guys so much for everything you do, and I will see you and chat at you later. Bye, you guys.